Is everybody in? Is everybody in? The ceremony is about to begin.
Welcome to the Ring of Fire podcast, where we ignite creative inspiration. Today is episode 9, and I am excited to welcome on today's episode Rayen, also known as Rosa del Fuego. Rayen goes way back in history. She started taking classes from me in November of 2008. She came into the space with a lot of belly dance and dance experience and was working on adding the fire as a component to her dance. Being that she had so much dance experience, she was a beautiful, eloquent dancer to begin with, and the fire just added that spark to her performance and what she was offering into the space. She currently lives in Quincy, California, and is performing fire and belly dance fusion. In addition, she's the co-owner of Rosa Bear Productions and the director of Vortex Fire Dance. Please remember to subscribe to this channel, like the video, and share this with anyone who you think might need a little bit of creative inspiration in their life. Please enjoy today's conversation. Let's go ahead and welcome Rayen onto today's episode. Hi, Rayen. Welcome to the Ring of Fire podcast, where we
Hey,
ignite creative inspiration. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Thank you. How are you?
I am. I
Awesome.
recently discovered that I'm trying to break my habit of asking people that question because I really actually don't like that question so much. I think well, it sets us up for like some surface level answer or having
Right.
a I'm good and just maybe we're not, or maybe we are, but like anyways. Um, so yeah, it's been a really long time since I've seen you.
Yeah, it has been.
Like
But we still keep
when
in touch
was the
here and
last
there.
time? Huh?
We still keep in touch here and there throughout the years, which has been an awesome experience.
But I think the last time I saw you was when you came to pick up some fire props that I was releasing. And I feel
Uh-huh.
like that was in 2021 or maybe 2022.
Yeah, I have stopped by your place a couple times to pick up like a whole bins full of older props that needed to be rehomed that I resold to my students and things like that. So yeah, I
Yeah,
guess you're right. Hmm.
thanks for keeping some of that equipment in the flow as well. Like I know I
Yeah.
see the wings and stuff on some of your videos, and I'm like, yeah.
Oh my gosh, the rings are really special to me. Because they've been passed down through all these generations, and they come from you and your lineage, and
Alex, yeah, me and
and
Alex.
yeah, right. And so, yeah, the big wings they go over the shoulders, have like these big harnesses or like big copper wings, and they're super old school compared to like the new fashion like modern wings we see out there, but they like hold such a special meaning to me.
Right.
That I first had the one pair, and now I have a second pair that I was able to get. So now I have two of the pairs of the copper wings. So that's been really nice to reconnect. The most recent show I did with those, we actually added green fire to them. So then we were kind of like little green absinthe fairies.
Yeah, once way back in the day, those wings originally did have green fire on them. At least mine
Okay,
and Alex's did at
okay, see, I brought it
fairy
back.
festival. Yeah, at the fairy festivals, we were using like green or colored fuel on those wings.
Mhm,
So
mhm. Yeah. Yeah,
mhm.
so that's been neat to have those different props still in rotation here and there.
Yeah, that's excellent. Um,
Uh-huh.
so yeah, I want to ask you the burning question here. If we go way, way back, like, you started taking classes from me in November of 2008, right? You had already been dancing and you were adding kind of the fire component in and started,
Right.
fire dance classes and whatnot. What motivated you to add fire to your dance? What was your inspiration there?
Yeah, so I've been belly dancing forever. I've been dancing forever. But going to Burning Man, just seeing it all in person and so like big and larger than life was just really interesting and exciting and thrilling and kind of dangerous. So I didn't take it on for several years. I just kind of admired, um, and I wasn't ready yet for a while. Also, I was participating and more of like a spectator at Davis Fire University for several years around that time, and I was around a lot of other fire dancers. But I was just kind of really cautious as well. And so I just like hopped on the internet and like searched fire dance classes in Sacramento. I was living in Davis. Yeah, and your name came up and that's how I made contact. Because I wanted like formal training. I wanted like discipline, like I wanted like someone to teach me the safety of it first before just diving in. I don't want to like be out there and not do it right or be unsafe and just look silly or just doing it wrong or something. So I sought out like formal classes with you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So yeah, you really spent I think so many of us did that in the beginning. We kind of like were on the outskirts of it for a while before we
Mhm.
dove into it and kind of built up our confidence muscle a little bit to kind of step into it there. And were you comfortable with fire, or was the fire the part of it that was a little bit, I don't know about that?
The fire was a little bit scary. It's just the like what if situations would come through my head. What if something happened to me or like my surroundings or what would I do in those situations? So that's kind of what I worried about a little bit. And the fires, I mean, it's still kind of scares me sometimes. It's funny, like sometimes I'm like doing these like extravagant like tricks and acts that are like a little bit, higher the skill level and they still kind of freak me out. Like I'm still like, compared to some other people that are like, oh yeah, it's fine. So it's funny, it still has that element of me of just like risk and that, I don't know, just keeps it interesting, right?
Yeah, I mean, is that your healthy respect, your healthy fear for it? And I mean, is it really fear, or is it just healthy respect for something that has a lot of power and the potential to be dangerous?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely do have a lot of respect for it, you know. It's you have to be careful, especially in group settings, when there's a lot of people playing around with fire to make sure that we're all safe and have each other's backs and are respectful of the circle and the element. Um, Something I've done in the past few years actually is we've had a lot of wildfires up here in the Sierra Nevada mountains, and I've actually been working with several people that have lived through these wildfires, like fire dancers, to help them like light up again for the first time since these big like traumatic fires happened that like took their homes or their towns. Like in Paradise, the campfire there, and up here in Greenville, the Dixie fire. I'm still to this day, just last month, I helped a fire dancer light up again for the first time since something like that happened. It can be very traumatic for people to go through something like that, or also like house fires and things like that. And it's understandable that they don't want to be around it for a while. But when they are ready, it's been a very powerful and an amazing role for me to help facilitate people like to light up again and then to like kind of have that power of themselves over the element and to know that they can be in control sometimes. So that's been a really interesting role that has come up in my life recently, in the past few years that we didn't really see coming. But yeah, we were just surrounded by so many wildfires up here. It's been a really tricky time to be a fire dancer up here just be careful, with how the public sees what we do and everything
I
we've also, yeah.
can imagine that it's been tricky there because it's been tricky
Hmm.
here too.
Right. Yeah, all over the state, right.
Yeah, rules and codes and everything is massively
Mm-hmm.
changed, and insurance costs have went way up. And
Hmm.
but how, good for you though for like being a support to people that, fire dancers who have experienced that trauma, and
Right.
supporting them to the point where they can re-engage with their art form.
Yeah, yeah, it's been really powerful, and really special that people they weren't really ready, or they didn't want to do it by themselves, so they like reached out, or they've just been in the right setting during, different spin jams or different kind of rehearsal type events to say like, okay, I'm ready. Like, let's do this. Let's take this step forward. So
Mhm.
yeah, that's been really, really powerful. And then of course, expanding just the art in different ways. So with the LED glow shows, and then recently I've been doing all these like cool like silk shows for like daytimes events. So that's been fun to do like silk fans and poi and expand the art form in that way, to be appropriate for different events.
Yeah, I love that you're saying that because I go back to, I mean, of course, there's no replacement for the actual fire, right? And lights are
Right.
really cool and amazing too. But I got to admit, I've always really loved the silks. And,
Hmm.
my first love with all this wasn't fire, it was actually silk poi. Like, so
Oh, cute.
yeah, that was for me where it all started was like
Uh-huh.
silks. And so yeah, I think that those are interesting. I remember for a while we did try out doing a lot more of the silk shows, and I remember there was just this general vibe of like, wah, wah. Not from the
Right.
audience, but it was more like from probably me
We
being
missed the
like,
fire.
it's like really like this is very not exciting. So,
Yeah, it's true. There's nothing like it. It's
yeah.
it's such a thrill. I love it. I've been hooked ever since, and I definitely thank you for like your guidance and mentorship and everything you have taught me, and to be able to go off and teach others and do my own career and keep expanding. I mean, I'm hooked.
Yeah, absolutely. So what are you like what are you doing these days? Like share, I gave a little bit of an introduction, but like how is this art form transformed for you?
Cool. So, yeah, I mean, I've done a lot of different projects over the years, which has been really exciting since I moved up here. I mean, to backtrack, my background is in belly dancing. So I started off with belly dancing, and then I added the fire elements. Then after I moved up here to the mountains, I joined a community circus troupe for a while, and became their fire captain and then the director for a few years. So that was quite an awesome experience. Just running like carnival booths with kids and popcorn machines and face painting and things like that. I wrote a few different grants, three different grants to teach circus workshops for kids in schools. So that was very rewarding. And so I had a lot of fun with that experience. I also moved on to I was the director at the fire show for High Sierra Music Festival for 3 years. And so that was really cool working with like people from all over, just collaborating with people from Redding to Reno to Tahoe down to Sacramento and San Francisco, just having all these different dancers come together and creating something beautiful with them. Each night was like different for 4 nights in a row. So that was a really special experience there. And then with my hubby, we've been doing like spin jam events and flow events and these bass drop events where he plays the bass music with has a DJ, and then I bring all the fire dancers. So there's like audio and visual and like everyone move and community building. And that's been a really beautiful experience, just building our community in that way, both like daytime family friendly events and like, nighttime bass events has been really fun. And then most recently, I started like officially started a troupe as of like a year ago called Vortex Fire Dance. And so, so yeah, it's really just taken off. It's just, just it's it's fun to just make an impact in your smaller community. Sometimes it's like overwhelming thinking about like making it big and like reaching the whole world and like climbing to the top or whatever. But like sometimes it's just like it's just really rewarding to just make a difference here, just like to impact like individual people. That's been like a really great experience for me, is helping different individuals just like transform their lives. Like this has like changed my life in a big, beautiful way. It's made me who I am today. And I love sharing that with other people, just in inspiring like confidence and creativity and building up self-esteem when people that maybe have never tried this art form before, or maybe have just done one piece of it and haven't like expanded. It's fun to push people. So in the troupe, so like our project we're working on now, we're starting up, our winter classes and building up to like a student show in the spring, where everyone gets to like showcase their own flavor, their own style. Like everyone pick your own song and show off your own solo, and it's fun helping people find like that spark, that spark in themselves, and building and growing that. So that's kind of like this mark that I want to leave, is just helping people grow themselves. But at the same time, I want them to come try like my choreography, and like come do my like palms routines and my like fans and the different props, and try that, even if that's like not your favorite prop. It's still really good experience to learn about like how to build choreography, like how to have like teamwork. And so those are really awesome skills that I'm just enjoying to share with everyone in the troupe now. So it's been fun. Like this past we did like a really big Christmas show, and we had like 12 performers in the show, and we had like 10 different like very cheesy like all the way Christmas music. But it was a fun challenge for me as a director, that like for all these 10 songs, for this was different. It's like nobody had a solo. So like everyone had to work together. Even if it was just like one person started it and they passed it off to the second person and they kind of finished it and they tunneled or whatever, they had to find a way to work together on stage and practice that. And it was more about that teamwork, building that show. So yeah, just challenging the individuals and myself in these different ways. It's really cool. I'm enjoying
Yeah.
it.
Absolutely, thought I love that kind of yeah, like inspiring people to, and giving them the chance to kind of work on their individuality through the solo and develop their own like yeah, individuation part of it, but then
Yeah.
also like creating the space where they have to learn also to work with each other, right? And um that's a good balance in there with that. So yeah, okay, so what for you is your source of inspiration?
Well, I mean, all these other beautiful people that do this. Just like having peace and joy in myself. Like I love that. I love it when I'm there and like happy and like joyful and peaceful. And when I feel like accomplished and like success, when I'm just like at this like beautiful place and I feel good about everything like holistically in my life. Like it's just like I know I get there through dancing. I'm not myself when I'm not dancing, or at least physical, like some kind of movement. Like I've studied all kinds of different, dance and yoga, and I like going to the gym and just different kind of fitness, just keeping moving, you know, um, that just knowing that I can get there and that joyful place is just what keeps me motivated. Um, and then my family keeps me happy. That's like my balance. Is just hanging out with my family, and they mean the world to me, So I got my hubby and my two boys and my two dogs and my two cats, and and it's a wild, fun adventure with them. But it's nice to find that spark in me, because they want me to be happy too, and they know that this is what keeps me sane. That's how I deal with my problems. This is my therapy.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a good way to work through,
Hmm.
create flexibility in the mind where we might have found ourselves in some kind of rigidity and stuckness.
Hmm.
And, moving into the movement arts, and especially whether it's fire or silks or belly dance or any type of dance or movement, is a great way to break up that stagnation and open up some spaces for newfound inspiration to come through. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever experienced a creative block?
Um, yeah, I feel probably, yeah. You kind of like just plateau and you're just like I can't take any more in, like I can't push myself any further. You just get stuck. Absolutely. Sometimes I just like take a break, try something new, or find a good teacher to help motivate me. But it's some kind of combination where you just kind of had to step back and not keep forcing it because it's not flowing anymore for some reason. Just that line of energy just doesn't keep moving, So I think it's really fun to find ways to have like fusion of different art forms, whether it's like the fire and the belly dance, or like the fire and like the Polynesian, or like the hip hop, or whatever, like melding these different art forms together, or just like being innovative and trying cool new things in the fire arts, um, is just really fun and interesting and exciting. Like, oh, I've never seen that before. And that keeps it fresh. So
Yeah,
maybe that's what you need. Maybe just pull in some new music or something.
that's exactly how I ended up with all of that fire equipment that I had to offload at some point. So, and I still have a ton. But
Yeah.
anyways, it was, yeah, that steady, that kind of flow of like you hit a block and you take a break, and then the floodgates of inspiration come in, and pretty soon you've got like 40 new props, like for everybody.
Right.
And $10,000 more dollars of pants. Anyways, so curious, like what advice would you have? Like, let's just say there's someone who is, they're a little shy, they're a little uncomfortable, like they're looking to connect in some way or do something new and interesting. What would you say to that person? Like they don't think of themselves as creative, maybe they've never tried anything like this before. Just kind of how you mentioned in the beginning, you had danced, but the fire, you were kind of on the outskirts, like watching a little bit, and you were like
Mhm.
stalking it a little bit. What would you say to that person who's kind of in that space of stalking it and not necessarily like, what do you say to that person?
Yeah, I mean, it's okay to like study it and step back for a little while and like observe and just kind of like take it all in. Because sometimes there's like a lot going on. It's like, how would I even start to do that? But at some point, just make that step and just realize like the teacher, like the classes, like the like little spin jam or something is like it's everyone's there to support each other and help each other and grow with each other. So there are so many amazing, like supportive environments out there, like in the fire and flow arts. So um, just give it a try. Just like push yourself a little out of that comfort zone. Go with a friend, if you want someone to go with. But just try it and connect with people and like I'm often like really shy, especially like in bigger groups. So it's like easier for me to connect with someone just like one on one. So just like find a person that you group with and just like it's just fun to have someone to like bounce off ideas or as you're growing and learning, being like, oh, there's this cool thing. Oh, look at this video. Oh, look at this move. And just keep bouncing those ideas back and forth. It's just nice to, have someone like that to connect with. So go out there and find your people because they're out there. There's all kinds of personalities out here in the dance world. So you may not connect with all of them. That's okay. You'll find the people that you will connect with, and that will motivate you to keep trying new things.
Yeah, absolutely. So do you get nervous performing on stage?
Not usually. I usually just get really excited. Or like maybe like the morning before I'll start to get like like I kind of just freak out like internally for like an hour or two. And then then it just like somehow like it just all goes away. And like this like calmness like comes over me. And I'm like, oh wait, I've done this before. And it's really fun. I actually love doing this and I can't wait to do this now. Um it's really exciting. So at some point, just like the fun takes over, like for me. Of course, like just stepping onto stage, sometimes it's a little nerve-wracking if you have like a ton of choreography or responsibilities or a bunch of people that are supposed to be in a certain place at a certain time, and you want to make sure all the transitions happen as smoothly as possible. So, of course, there's some apprehension there, but I just love performing arts. I just love being in that moment and sharing that moment with like your fellow dancers and with the audience. It's so special. It's so special to get the audience to like forget about their struggles and their daily lives and all the hard things that they're going through, whatever stresses in their lives. And we all have things going on that are hard. And just being able to like let people like let go of that and forget about their stress and worries and just like have fun in the present moment, like that's so special. Um, so it's fun to be an entertainer in that sense and just bring like joy and like wonder and whimsy and magic into people's lives. And then, once they check out, they're like, okay, back to regular life, back to all those things that I have to worry about again. But like, then they'll like think back to that moment and it's special. It's like something that we shared together. And so, um, yeah, and it's always hard too that like, oh, you've been preparing and rehearsing for so long, weeks and months. Sometimes like I just want to get it over with. Sometimes you have like that feeling, because you've been doing it for so long. And then as soon as like you're towards the end of the performance and you're about to step off stage, you're like, oh man, it's over. That was it. Like so much preparation goes into that live performance, it's we really put a lot of heart and soul into it sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely. It can take a lot to go into a 10-minute show, a 5-minute choreography. And
Yes.
it's like the actual performance is here and gone in a flash. And you're like, did it really just take me like 2 hours to prep like months and months of all of this for this little teeny window that just went like,
Yeah, I know. But the audience will remember it. They had a connection, like change
yeah,
something inside of them, hopefully, you know,
yeah. And
maybe
it sounds
inspire people, yeah, to try it themselves or
Yeah.
something to
And it really is about connection because even you're saying like making connection within the community that you're in, the connection with the students and the performers and the dancers that you're working with, it's like all about the connection, right? And being
it.
connected within ourselves and being present in there, with our humanity, sharing space with each other, right?
Right.
Yeah. And that is part of what is really cool about fire is, you can't AI that. I mean, you
Right.
can, it's not the same.
Yeah, no, no, it's just and I think part of all that, like the fake internet type of feeling that's like dragging people down, I think like that's a great reason to crave like live performing, like to come out into your community, like step away from your screens or whatever and just come like be in this like present moment, like let's enjoy it. Like we have each other, like this is community, like and especially fire, right? Like humans have always gathered around fire, like always. It's very primal. Like there's like that element that, it provides like heat and like heats up your food, like it's like that warmth and it like sustains us, so like humans have always gathered around fire and that's why it's so special. That's why we're so drawn to it, right? We see
Yes.
fire, everyone's like, oh, running, like, oh, let's go check it out. And just
And
gather
not a
around it.
screen with fire. Have you ever been to like one of those,
Uh-huh.
I don't know, it could be like a day spa or a resort or some kind of a place where they've got like a screen with a fire going. And I'm
Or like
like,
the, yeah, the electric.
Just people are sitting
scream or
around and I'm just
spray.
like, yeah, no, that's not the same.
Right.
Totally doesn't even cut it. Okay, so if you think back to somewhere 2008 when you kind of started this process, what message would you have for that version of yourself
Oh, wow.
from where you are now?
That's I was so different. Like, I was such a little baby. I could never have imagined that this path would have taken me so far, or like, just still in it. Like, I thought I was just kind of like dabbling in something else, you know? Um, so, I, I mean, I've had a lot of great experiences and, definitely some tough ones. Like, it hasn't always been easy in a lot of ways. You do really put yourself out there. Art is hard for me because like I've never done it full time. I've always like had another like day job, office job to fall back on because like um art you expose your entire heart to like the whole world and then you open yourself up for critique and there's going to be critics and there's going to be people that don't like what you do and then that's hard
Oh
because
yeah.
you just like exposed your whole heart and soul to everyone and you thought it meant so much to you and then like they didn't like it or they didn't get it and it hurts in some ways so I guess in that sense just um like it's okay if that not everyone likes what you're doing every step of the time maybe that's not the whole point. It's like just finding the people to connect with that do get it, that do get what you're doing, to focus on those people, instead of trying to like please everyone or
Is
something.
that is that what you would tell the version of yourself from back in the past? Would you say, hey, it's okay, not everybody's gonna like it, like,
Yeah,
but connect and focus on the ones that get you and support you and
right.
see you.
I think so. You know, I think that would be helpful just to know that sometimes it's not going to be easy because you're like just sharing a piece of yourself with everyone. So yeah, it's I don't know, just find people that you do connect with and put your energy there. Like don't try to keep crashing where energy is stopping. If it's not flowing, then just like find another way for it to flow.
Yeah, absolutely. Ryan, I'm going to share something here, and you probably won't hear sound on it. But yeah, I went way back in the vault. Can you see my screen?
Gosh, what do we got?
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
So I
Oh
want you
my
to
gosh, how
know.
cute. Oh, always with the swords.
Yeah,
That's in your back alleyway, huh?
it sure was. And I think this
Right,
might have been like the first time you burned that sword. It had
right.
a new wick on it in the previous video that I have for this.
I see.
So I think this was literally the first burn you made with that sword.
Look at my face. I'm like, oh, this is fun. And I'm
Yeah.
still with my sword dance. I have like 6 swords right now. Like, why? I don't know, but I do.
How is it to see this? Like this is from 2009.
That's amazing. Thank you for sharing this. That's really, really special. That's neat to it's neat to have this connection with you and to like still be, in touch with you to like make new memories together. Because look at this old memory. Like that, I just wanted like you. I just wanted someone like you there to like help me guide me through this like process of like experimenting with like this new dance and this element. So um, yeah, thank you for opening that space for me to do this.
Yeah, absolutely. I actually have one more here. I'm going to stop sharing this one. Let's see. Where is my, oh, there, it's right in front of me. Stop sharing. And then let's see. Okay, so I'm going to share one more from that one, but it is a different prop. If I do this right, let's see
Yeah.
here. Um, ooh, yep. Okay. And a little bit later, we've been at this for a few hours here. So this is later on the same evening, and then I'll share one more after this, but this was with the staff.
Cute.
Do you still work with your staff? That's it. This is
I
a short
do.
look.
Hmm. I
Excellent.
probably still have that exact one. Also, there's no wicks on it right now, but I use it as a practice one to teach people with. But I think that was like the three-part sectional staff that I had because I travel down to like Costa Rica and stuff with it, like on my backpack.
Yep.
But now the three like it doesn't come apart and put back together. The little tab broke, so now it's just like welded together. So it's just stuck. But yeah, I still have that. That's cute.
Yep.
That's fun. See, I was prop mistress back then too, like trying all kinds of different props with your encouragement, you know. I think that's a great thing that you encourage your students to like try a bunch of different stuff, you know, because
Yeah.
some people just really get stuck on their like one prop. It to be like a well-rounded dancer for shows and to, you know, be useful and helpful with big shows. It's great to be flexible and be able to spin a lot of different props.
It's definitely a requirement within the company and with my students now, they have to do, there's
Uh-huh.
like a whole range of props they have to be able to do, like from
Oh wow. Yeah.
staff boy to fans to hula hoop to there's a few that I'm missing out, like belt palms, like it's like they're
Right.
all like core props and they've got to like know the prop, go through the training and learn the basic like company
Yeah.
choreography. Because I
Right.
eventually streamlined. I really went deep in. I like, yeah, went really deep into the choreography on all of the main props and ran it through. Like, I went and got a degree, which was part in choreography. And so I ran these
Oh,
through, yeah,
I
so I
remember when you
ran
were
all
doing
of these
that.
through
That's
very
right.
serious, like, choreographic studies. And over a period of years, just went deep into the choreography. And then those really stuck and became like the company choreographies. And there's
Hmm.
variations of them, but they're pretty intricate choreographies that takes like a
Right.
while to learn. And lately we've been working on the hula hoop one a little bit more because there's a few people that are not as comfortable with the hula hoop. So we've been spending a little bit more time counting it out and getting a little bit more specific and cleaning some things up. But
Hmm.
yeah, really specific with the choreographies for sure. I want to share one more clip here, and this is from actually a few years later. This is actually from the Fire Spectacular, and this is just another
Yeah.
short little clip of just you with fans in the peacock pants, like
Oh.
by the audience, and that's basically it. But yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So
That's cute.
um,
Oh, that's
yeah,
like Mardi Gras style. It's Mardi Gras right now. But that was neat for the Fire Spectacular. Even after I moved away from Sacramento, you know, I still went down a couple times to join that event with you guys, and that was nice. And that was like a really cool event, you know, that like a really set the bar and opened up the stage and you did a lot of things for the community at that time. You know, you paved the way for a lot of other people in that area to do similar shows afterwards. But
yeah,
that was kind of groundbreaking when it first started, you know, and it went on for a long time.
yeah. We did 11 years of them. So.
Right. 11 years. Yeah.
Yeah, that one was the vision quest too. So that one was all about seeding
Oh,
vision and
right.
growing the vision. And that one was just 3 years, 4 years after when you started fire dancing. So
Hmm.
yeah.
Hmm.
Anyway, so that just I like to bring some of these little memory like threads into this so you can kind of see the span of how it's, evolved with your creativity and whatnot.
Yeah.
Um, what are your visions and dreams at this point? Like, what's the next level of growth for you?
Well, just sticking, with this like troupe and building this is really special for me. For now, whereas in the past, I would like travel to like try to go do all these shows all over the state and do as much as I could. I just That's not my focus right now. I have my family at home. I just had another little baby. He's almost 2 years old, and he's precious and wild. He's a lot crazier than my first one. And I'm older. I'm a little more tired and I'm a little more achy trying to keep up with him. So, so family's a big focus for me. So I'm not as like hungry to like run out and do every show. I feel like I've proven myself and been successful in lots of other ways. So, my focus is moving more to teaching, building it up in other people. But just like also like just the choreographies, I'm finally at a point to like build that up more. Now that we have like a solid group of performers, that's something we're becoming like known for is like really like tight, precise, like wow choreo.
Mhm.
And so that's fun. But yeah, I mean, still pushing myself to be original. Um, and to like work on my solo stuff, here and there in between. But yeah, it's just making an impact in my community and helping people see just like how beautiful and expressive and creative they are, and the inside, and like helping them make that shine on the outside, you know, um, is great. And that's very
Excellent.
fulfilling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything that I haven't asked you that you would like to be asked, or anything you would like to share at this point that we just haven't talked about that maybe I've overlooked? Anything here that needs to be said?
Um, Not specifically. I mean, yeah, I mean the process of just like learning with you was really special back when it was still like Obsidian Butterfly, you know. And then you've gone through your changes and everything, so it's great to see you still like active and everything with what you do. Um, so that was just like a really special time, for me. That's fun. You have those clips of me when I was taking classes. Oh my gosh. Wow.
I have a lot. Like
Thank you for
I'm one
sharing
of
that.
those like I've saved a lot of stuff
Right, right,
that's all in there. So, which is really cool when I do these because I can go back to these moments of like, because I, for whatever reason, I was keeping track of everybody's first burn, like the
right,
day they signed up, they joined for classes. Like, so
right.
I got this, like, this, whatever you log of stuff that I was just like, whoa, Sequoia, why do you have all of this? Anyways,
That's cool.
what are you going to do with this? You may as well put it out there before it doesn't work anymore, because now everything is like AI and old video files can't be loaded or something. So
Uh-huh.
yeah. Yeah, no, those were really raw times, and like and it got, for me, it got really wild, right? And I say that like in a really expansive, wild, far out kind of way that like was really good and really challenging, and
Uh-huh.
but there was so much raw creativity there, and so it was, it's like just it's cool to see what you've done with like coming through the process and being there, and yeah, and how you're seeding that into your community, and like how you're challenging yourself to grow and really honoring yourself too, in that, you know it does get to be a lot to go out and do all of the performing. Like, I don't, it was pretty hairy for a while. I didn't know that it was gonna make
You
it
were busy.
through, huh?
You were really busy there for a
For a
while.
while, for a long time. Like, I literally had no social life, and there wasn't any left of me, but a performer on stage. But like, but I love it, and
Mhm.
so when we find something that is our passion that ignites us, then we're not really tapped into anything out of that. We're just like go
Right.
and we're in it. And but I
Mhm.
really admire that you're recognizing that, for you at this current phase, you're really finding the nourishment within the local connection and like honoring that what you can do for yourself and others and your family within that space, right? And I think
Mhm.
that's uh and I think that's kind of where we're at in life right now, right? Like,
Mhm.
sure, like all the cool travel, whatever shows and big things that come through, if they do, that's great. And I get excited about it. But honestly, it's felt like more nourishing for me too, to be just kind of like, I don't want to perform 500 shows a year again, ever. Like, like I'm literally
Sure.
like, I'll find myself telling people, oh yeah, I was like, it was 500 shows a year that I was like performing and da 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 da. And then they're like, oh my God. And I'm like, yeah. And then it was really cool. But then ultimately I come back to like, yeah, but I don't want to do it again. Like I'm pretty much just like, universe, don't send me that number of shows again.
Right. Yeah, there's a time and a place. It's all
Thank
about
you.
timing and like these different phases of our lives, in a big way. A few years ago, I was just really like doing so many like music festivals, and then like that like bubble has like burst for some reason here in Northern California. Like so much is not thriving there as it used to be. But yeah, my focus, my older son is like 15 now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. He's a freshman in high school. So as I raised him, I found like, like more like kid-friendly events and things. And now that I'm not going back to just like being an empty nester now, I have another little one. It's like finding those like family-friendly community events as well. So just having like these like all ages like spin jams and hosting, music and dance in those type of ways is just like really fun also. Because a lot of these other dancers are parents also. Like they want to be able to take their kids and go do something, and it's like happy and like healthy activities. Like I love being able to share that with families, and even if the other kids are not like full on like wanting to be flow artists, they can still hang out and play with bubbles on the side or pick a ball around or whatever, and it's still like at the park or
Right.
something like that. So that's just really nice
I'm pretty
um,
sure I
activity.
remember when it's Ozzy, right? I think I remember
Mhm.
when Ozzy was born. Weren't you at my pool
Yeah,
with baby Ozzy?
with the baby Aussie, yeah. So it was like the it was like the third fire spectacular. It was like blue, like theme. It was like an ocean. What was it? So
It
it's
was
the
the one that was at Southside Park, I believe, and you were actually
Yes,
pregnant with Ozzy, right?
I was pregnant with him, and I had just been learning fire dancing, and I was gonna like that was gonna be my debut. It was for that show. We'd already started rehearsing it, and I was gonna like fire dance on stage with the troupe. And then I got pregnant, and we're like, okay, that's probably not a good idea. So I just decided not to fire dance, and instead I opened the show with belly dancing while pregnant with baby Ozzy.
Yes, absolutely. And I remember telling
That's a
everyone,
very
being
special
really
memory.
excited, like, like she's pregnant and like,
I was
like,
like blessing the stage.
yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it
Yeah,
was. It was
right.
super
So
cool.
that,
So
yeah.
does
And
Ozzy know
since
that?
then, yeah, I have all kinds of things with him. And now with the other little one, I was like pregnant. I got to go do like San Francisco decompression, like 4 months pregnant. And so, yeah, those are really sweet memories. But yeah, that's really, when I was pregnant with the first boy is like when I really started all this like nurturing kind of the whole new me, you know, that's just like not someone I was before. But yeah, while raising kids, it's like, oh, I also want to like nurture other dancers and support them. And like I'm saying, have like these like family friendly type of events um, as well. It's just what I'm doing in my life. And it's just like nice to have a space for other parents to have that space as well. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Ryan, do you have a website? Where can people look? Are you on social media as well? Like, do you post stuff on your social media of what
I'm
you do?
real.
Huh?
Yeah, I have so much fun with all like the videos and photos and everything. So I love keeping things updated out there. So yeah, my website is Rosa Bear Pro, Rosa BAIRPRO
I'll
dot
link
com.
it below so
Yeah,
people
Rosa Bear
can.
Productions. So there I have information about events and classes and different links for shopping and just like my information. And also, yeah, just like different links and resources where we can learn about all this. And then, yeah, on Facebook and Instagram, you can find me at Vortex Fire Dance, is my new troupe name. So I'm trying to grow those profiles there with Vortex Fire Dance. So that's how you
Excellent.
can find me.
Yeah, thanks for being here today. Anything else
Oh,
that
this
you'd
has
like
been
to
fun.
say, huh?
No, this has been fun. This is a trip down memory lane for sure. I'm like, when did we start this? It's like, oh, like almost 20 years ago
Yeah.
in 2008, or those videos are from 2008. That's amazing. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So,
nice.
yeah, your first class was November of 2008. So,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
those videos were from 2009. I probably
Right.
have videos from your first burn somewhere, but I'm not sure where yet. So,
Yeah. Yeah, no, I remember, and I was like at the tail end of like the what was it, the cow,
horse cow.
horse cow. Yeah, the tail end of like those kind of events, and then like definitely like the fairy festivals and
Mm.
different things like that.
I
So,
do have a video and I almost thought about bringing it up here, but there was a fairy festival, you probably remember this, where we had to be inside on the stage. And so we ended up not being able to do fire except like me and
oh,
Molly Fire ate and you did dancing, but the lighting was so bad. It's funny and the music was really funny and like do like this like literal like fairy music and
uh-huh.
anyways, do you remember that?
No, I mean, I remember we had like some like glow hoops and stuff. Maybe that was
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was really bad LED technology. So like the lights
Right.
weren't very bright, like the poi balls weren't very great. Like it just was like everything was just
Right.
right.
It's
So
all
much
dim. It still happens. We keep the
excellent.
energy there.
Excellent. Do you have anything coming up that anything coming up you're excited about?
Not specifically. Like I'm just like focusing on winter classes. Like usually winters are really long here. So I mean, right now it's been like spring here. So it's kind of unusually warm when normally it'd be like snowing right now. But yeah, just focusing on my classes. For organizing like a big like women's like collaborative like art projects video shoot that we have coming up at the end of the month. So we have like a dozen women that are gonna get all like dressed up with like DIY crowns and like be all goddess like. And we're gonna debut a video for like International Women's Day, March 8th. So just
Cool.
like projects like that, just like for fun. And then just working like on a spring students showcase and seeing what comes out of that. Cause like we'll develop choreographies and solos and new music. And then like from there, we can take those pieces to other shows throughout the year. So we'll just wait to see what all books and ends up happening this year, specifically. So just kind of going with the flow for right now, not trying to rush
Excellent.
it. It'll
Yeah,
happen.
well, it's
It gets
we're in
crazy in the summer.
yeah, and we're just like we're in the in-between time right now, and
Right.
it's a good time to just be like not trying to force things and not trying
No.
to it's just let it be for right now and it'll
Yeah.
all come
Yeah.
together.
Winter is like always a time to like dig for new music, to like repair our props, right? To like work on new stuff, to like take it in. And just like to work on our inner creativity. Like I'm
Yeah.
not ready to show you what I have yet. I don't have. I'm still making my new baby. Like
Yeah, that's exactly
so,
right.
like what's my new costuming gonna be, or what's my new music, or what's the new vibe? Like what's the new? What's the new act gonna be?
Yeah.
And so it's just like the very beginning stages right now of like putting those like little seeds into place, or just like trying things in classes. Like, do we like this or maybe not? Are we going to want to do this later again, like this year, or should we try something else? So it's just kind of like that phase right now.
Yeah, excellent.
Mhm.
Okay, well, Rayen, thank you so much for being here.
Thank
And
you.
yeah, hopefully we can connect in IRL at some point soon.
That sounds nice. Yeah, that'd be great to see you
Yeah,
in person, give you a real hug. But thanks for doing this and keeping connected with all of us out here that
yeah,
have spread.
absolutely. Awesome. All right, well,
Yeah.
thank
All right.
you. Okay.
Let's get back on the blue bus.